Hi, Internet. There have been some rumors going around about me lately, about why I broke up with Oliver last weekend. So, I'd just like to take a minute to clear them up. You see, how should I put this? Oliver's not the first robot I've ever dated. And after 2 dates, I saw some patterns start to emerge that were frankly troubling. For one, his friends would never leave us alone. They tried to tag around everywhere. And I've had this problem with robots in the past. Like my first robot boyfriend in high school, his inventors wouldn't leave us alone for a minute. They even came to the prom with us. They were hovering so much, we never even got to first base. They wouldn't give him enough space. 50 gigabytes was just not enough. And I hate to say it, but robots are just not that good in bed. They can never get away from the rules. You know, the rules of robotics by Isaac Asimov. Like the first rule, it sounds great. Robots can't do any harm to humans. But it takes all the good stuff off the table. No biting, no scratching, no hair pulling, no waterboarding, no spanking. And then the second rule, that robots have to obey orders from humans, means that they just sit there and do whatever I tell them to. There's no spontaneity. But then the third rule says that robots are only in it for themselves, so none of them even cared about pleasing me. And you know what? You just can't tell who's carrying textually transmitted viruses these days. I've had some friends who have had to take the Norton antivirals, and their systems were re-uploading for weeks. But here's the real problem. Even in the 21st century, some people still can't accept a human dating a robot. It's not even legal in Alabama and Mississippi. And that's what tore apart me and Jack. I really thought he was the one. We used to spend our days trying to prove Fermat's last theorem and playing video games. And then at night, I'd program him to look for undiscovered prime numbers. But even after 3 years, his mom could never accept me.
She's so human.
We tried to work it out, but he just got so distant and uncommunicative. When he left me for a real robot, I vowed never to date another machine. Oliver was so sweet and charming, though. I thought he might be different, but pretty soon the writing on the wall became clear. His friends were always around, he was taking all his orders from Tim. And when we would go out, we just got the worst looks from all the bigots. I couldn't bear to have my heart broken again, so I had to end it. But I wanted to explain this all to Oliver directly, but my iPhone gets jealous when I hang out with other computers too much, so it's been blocking all of my robocalls. So, Oliver, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. I never wanted it to end this way, but I really do think it's for the best. I hope you understand.